It was revealed that my dad has a secret other family, and now there is drama, plus 3-year update. I, 28 female, just found out my dad has a secret child, and my whole world feels like it's falling apart. My dad had a child shortly after marrying my mom, before I was born. That son, my half-brother, is now 32. I have 2 younger brothers, 26 and 24. None of us knew about him, but my dad's other family knew about us all along. The only reason this all came out is because my half-brother's son, my nephew, needs a bone marrow transplant. My half-brother hired a private investigator and found us because my dad told him not to. He reached out anyway because his son's life depends on it. I can't be tested because I had cancer, but my younger brothers, my uncle, and cousins all agreed to get tested. My mom is devastated, and I don't know if my parents' marriage will survive. My dad is brushing this off as a one-time indiscretion, but none of us believe him. He'd been secretly giving money to my brother's mother all these years. I feel angry, heartbroken, and overwhelmed by all the drama. Update, August 25, 2025. It's been almost 3 years and a lot has happened. My mom divorced my dad. After 34 years of marriage, she couldn't move past the betrayal. She's in her own flat now, healing and slowly adjusting. She still hurts, but she's stronger than before. My relationship with my dad is destroyed. Same for my siblings. We want nothing to do with him after how he acted. He even tried to intimidate my half-brother into staying away, knowing his son was sick. That was the final straw for all of us. My nephew is alive and thriving. None of us were matches, but by a miracle, my cousin's then-girlfriend, now fiancé, was a perfect match. She donated without hesitation and gave my nephew a second chance at life. We'll never stop being grateful to her. We've gotten to know my half-brother, his wife, and their son. They're part of our lives now. My half-brother wasn't looking for money, he just wanted to save his child. He only ever met my dad twice in his life, for less than half an hour total. His mom is doing well too, and he has a good relationship with her partner. Out of something so devastating, we gain new family. My nephew is healthy, my mom is moving forward, and we've built a real connection with my brother and his family. My dad may have lost everything through his own lies, but the rest of us are focusing on healing and choosing love over secrets. Woman has come forward claiming her child is my half-brother to try to get a part of my father's estate, despite the fact it is impossible. What can I do make this woman go away or pay for this stunt? Using an alt because this is just ridiculous. So here's the situation. My father passed about 2 months ago from natural causes and left everything he owned to me and my sister. His estate is worth over $5 million, with almost half of that in liquid assets. His estate is still being split up now. Not because me and sis are fighting or anything. The 2 of us are just working together to see who wants what and figuring out what to do with the rest. But that isn't the issue here. About a week ago, a woman we'll call Stupid Bitch, SB for short, contacted my father's estate attorney, claiming that she had a secret child with him and demanded he get 1/3 of the estate. I have never met this woman or even knew she existed until then, but apparently she is the daughter of someone my dad went to high school with. So it isn't out of the question at first. But here's the thing. My dad was diagnosed with testicular cancer 15 years ago and had both his testicles removed. So unless this kid is at least 14, then it's impossible it's his. So entertaining the thought, I met with SB and was surprised to find out this secret child is 9 years old and looks nothing like my father. During this meeting, she demanded her child's share of my dad's estate and wants 9 years of child support in cash. She claimed she would sue if he wasn't added into the will. My dad's estate lawyer said that if SB's kid passed a DNA test, he would bust. She refused. She claims she has a secret letter from my father acknowledging this kid as his own, but refused to provide it. The meeting ended with my father's estate lawyer telling her to pretty much get out until she's ready to do a DNA test, and her claiming she would see us in court. It's pretty obvious this is not my dad's kid, but SB is still trying to take from us. My question is, what can I do to make her go away? What kind of legal action can I take to make her disappear from my life? If she does try to take action against me and my sister, what can I do to make sure this bitch gets what she deserves? Update 4 days later. Seeing as the last post I made got popular, thought I would come back and give an update. As much as I wish this ended dramatically with SD getting arrested or embarrassed in court, I'm sad to say this isn't the case. So after I sent SD the text telling her to stop contacting me, she began to blow my phone up with voicemails and texts. I saved them all, obviously, and forwarded them to my father's attorney. The day after I made my first post, my attorney had a letter sent to SD. Won't post the letter here, but I'll paraphrase to the best of my ability while trying to interpret all the legal talk. If you believe your child's claim to my client's estate is legitimate, please submit to a DNA test as your earliest convenience. If an independent DNA test confirms your claims of my client's paternity to your child, we will see to having him compensated as according to local laws for the requested child support. On the claim of getting a portion of the estate, my client specified in his will that his estate would be left to his children, fake father, 21, and sister. Unless you are able to provide the letter of recognition as you stated in my office on the 22nd, we will consider that your child was either disowned or unacknowledged by my client, and will proceed as such. If you are unable to provide the claimed letter, I advise you seek legal counsel of your own. On the topic of you continued contact with my client's benefactors, I suggest you cease it immediately. They have made it clear that they do not wish to associate with you outside of legal dealings. If you continue to contact them, I have recommended they take legal action against you. The best part has to be how he ended it, however. If there is the possibility that your claims of my client's paternity to your child are misinformed or fraudulent, I suggest you admit to this and cease contact with me and my clients. If you continue these actions under false claims, not only will you be receiving a bill for my time, I will suggest that my clients take legal action against you. While this was going on, my sister tracked down SB's parents and got into contact with them. It turns out that SB has not had contact with her parents in multiple years, but that is not the important part. Apparently, this is not the first time she has done this. Apparently, she pulled the same stunt with another man when this kid was born 9 years ago and got paid off to leave him alone. I also forwarded this to my attorney. So fast forward to this morning when I get a call from my attorney. SB is retracting her statements, claiming she misunderstood the situation and no longer believes her son is my father's kid. So yeah, no big dramatic ending, sadly, but I guess this is over. Thanks for the advice originally. Am I the asshole for breaking up with my boyfriend because he forgot me at the airport? I, 28 female, was in a long-distance relationship with Eric, 28 male, fake name, for about 5 months. He lived in a town that's either a 12-hour drive, 7-hour train ride, or a 1-hour flight. For Valentine's Day, I booked a flight to spend a week with him. That morning, I was sending him snaps of me getting to the airport, so excited to see him. I texted him when I landed, but got no reply. Gut feeling told me something was off, but I was still hoping he'd be there. When I walked through arrivals, he wasn't. My heart dropped. I ended up crying in a corner of the airport because I felt so embarrassed and unwanted. I called him over and over, no answer. Finally, I said, screw it, went to a pub, just had tea I don't even drink. After an hour, he texted me, not even a phone call, to say he fell asleep. I was crushed. I stayed with him anyway, couldn't afford a hotel, and found out he'd been staying up all night playing video games. He just didn't care enough to set an alarm for me. When I got home, I broke up with him. At first he agreed, but later he sent me a dramatic love letter saying he was sorry and begging for another chance. Now I'm questioning myself. Did I overreact? AITA for breaking up with my boyfriend because he forgot me at the airport? Update, almost a year later. Okay, so first off, y'all were right. I needed that reality check, and you guys gave it to me. I stuck to the breakup. Yay me. But I'm also a sucker for not wanting to be the bad guy. So I told him we could still be friends. Looking back, I'm pretty sure he was hoping for a second chance. We hung out a few times, things were fine. Then I met someone new. Being me, I thought I should be upfront. So after one hangout, I walked him to the bus stop and nervously blurted, "Me. So, I wanted to let you know I've started seeing someone. Just wanted to be honest with you." X goes quiet. X rubs head looking sad. I had a nightmare last night where you told me you were dating someone, and now this happens. Me. Brain completely malfunctions. Black screen of death. Then for some reason, I throw up jazz hands and say in this weird choked little voice, "Me, you have pow ears." I have zero clue why my brain did that. None. Still don't. He just turned around, walked into the darkness, and I've never heard from him again. My friends think it's hilarious. My mom high-fived me, and honestly, it still cracks me up. Somehow I accidentally unlocked a secret life hack with jazz hands. And that's how my long-distance breakup saga ended, with Pooh Weirs.